Hello everyone, and this is my review for TNA Impact Wrestling on Thanksgiving Day, November 22nd, 2012. Basically going to go off and say I felt like Impact Wrestling was actually a very good one. I thought this was the perfect time to do an open fight night because, not as many people would typically be watching. You have a good chance of doing a few things differently than you typically would. Not just the fact that they made it open fight night, but they had all the the past gut check winners come back and do a call out to anybody they wanted. I thought was a good idea. You got some really good matches out of it, especially the Christian York and Jeff Hardy match was a really good match and fun match to watch. Of course, they did another gut check with Wes Briscoe. His match with Garrett Bischoff was an okay match. It wasn't anything too spectacular, but it definitely got the point across that Wes Briscoe is pretty good in the ring, and more than likely will get the yes answer next week for their storyline that they're using with gut check in general, or unless they decide to actually go a different route there and maybe make another storyline out of it like they did with Joey Ryan at that point in time as well. Also, speaking of Joey Ryan calls out Chavo Guerrero. It looks like him and Matt Morgan might be going after the tag team titles at this point. They have a pretty good match that ends basically with Matt Morgan interfering in the match and then costing Joey Ryan the actual win, but it kind of gets the point across that they want these tag team titles, and we'll more than likely see more of those two teams going at it here in the near future. That was the other real thing that I was kind of shocked about. Usually they don't use the Thanksgiving Day show as a storyline progressor or even storyline creation in general. You had of course you had Joey Ryan, Chavo Guerrero, which created a storyline between Joey Ryan, Matt Morgan, and Hernandez and Chavo in the tag team titles there. But also you had interaction after the match with Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode, which you don't typically see. You saw a little bit more progression with Aces and Eights. Well, not necessarily much in progression, but you saw them put emphasis on their on how violent they like to be and how they like to take people out. They did another dartboard portion again for this week, and it ended out being Eric Young and they attacked him after the turkey suit match. And of course, the turkey suit match in general, okay, triple threat match between him, Robbie E, and Jesse, and just that match in general is designed to be a bit more comical, which ended out ending with Aces and Eights attacking Eric Young. More than likely, this is the way that they're getting Eric Young off of TV, because I believe his contract is up right now, and that's going to be their way to write him off. What they'll do with ODB and the Knockout Tag titles, there has always been talk that they would be getting rid of him. Maybe they'll just put them back out there at some point in time. Who knows what they're going to do with that aspect. Of course, Christopher Daniels, not Christopher Daniels, but Kazarian. Well, you have both of them out there talking about Christopher Daniels' match with AJ Styles at the Final Resolution pay-per-view, and then Kazarian calls out AJ for a match. Once again, a pretty good, very good match between the two of them. It's always fun and entertaining to watch AJ Styles and Kazarian in the ring at the same time. They put together good matches regardless of their longer or shorter matches. So that was another fun and entertaining match to watch. The ending to the night was basically Austin Aries, and once again this falls on the area of storyline creation, which I was kind of shocked that they went with. It looked like he was going to call out Hulk Hogan, but he ends up calling out Brooke Hogan, and they're doing another love storyline with the whole, or maybe inappropriate love storyline with her and Bully Ray. Hogan comes out, Bully Ray comes out afterwards and chases Austin Aries away. You have that stare off between the three of them with Brooke, Bully, Hogan, and Aries of course doing his thing as well. And it looks like it's almost become full circle again, and you're going to have another storyline here with Bully Ray and Austin Aries, because as most people know, Austin Aries got himself into the main event picture by his storyline with Bully Ray to begin with. That was one way that they boosted him into the main event picture, and it's kind of coming full circle now. You know, back then Bully Ray was the heel and Austin Aries was the face, and now it's, you know, it's flip-flopped to where you have Aries as heel, Bully Ray's been kind of face character recently, and we'll see where they continue on with it. I'm not sure I'm going to actually like the whole love storyline again. I mean, they have been using that a lot, not just in TNA, but they've been using it in WWE as well. Hopefully that will come out a little bit better than some of the other ones have been recently. You know, we'll see where that is out going. It will definitely be a good match whenever they have Austin Aries and Bully Ray going against each other. So overall, I felt like the show was very good. Very surprising that they would have any kind of storyline creation or even progression on the Thanksgiving Day one, because they would figure not as many people would be watching it because other people being at families' places, friends' places, just having a good time with Thanksgiving dinner and everything. But it was good to see that in general. It was good to see that progression and creation of storylines in general. Yeah, that's what I have for. That's my review this week for TNA Impact Wrestling. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.